Glock 20, what it was intended for, and the pros and cons of owning and or carrying said firearm. First of all, if it's your first time at the channel, make sure you sub up, like the video, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to pull up on me. If you've been here rocking with me, we locked in. I appreciate you. You already know what to do. It's Bo. If you ain't know, welcome to the If You Ain't Know show. Let's get into it. So here it is, Glock 20, chambered in 10mm. A lot of people will say, if you've seen a Glock, you've seen one, you've seen them all. Okay, that's 10mm with 15 rounds. The Glock 20 was not intended to be your compact everyday carry. Now, obviously, this firearm is available to civilians. It's sold on the consumer market. So yes, civilians own them. People carry them, but it was not designed with everyday carry in mind. You see me talk about guns that are comfortable. 19, 43X, 19X, 26X. The Glock 20 sits in a totally different category. Comfort was not on the mind when Glock made the Glock 20. You're getting a high capacity 10mm platform. You're getting Glock perfection, Glock reliability, a lighter alternative to any fully steel framed firearm, and a step up in overall firearm performance due to the 10mm load. The Glock 20 was built to put in work, not hide under your shirt. The 10mm isn't going to be forgiven to anybody with sloppy mechanics. It's going to reward those people who have a good grip and good trigger discipline when they're firing their firearm. I wouldn't say that this would be a recommendation for anybody that's brand new to firearms, but for anybody that's on the fence and wondering what's the purpose, why get a 10mm, I would say if you are proficient with a firearm, then you can shoot any caliber. If you are new to firearms and are still working on your mechanics, I would not recommend the 10mm for you. So who buys the Glock 20? First, it's going to be the outdoorsmen, the hunters, the hikers, the backpackers, the mountain bikers, the people who live in the woods. The Glock 20 is going to be capable of handling everything. Two, it'll be the one gun, every purpose guys. So if you want to be prepared for everything and down, you go get a 10mm. You go get a Glock 20. It can handle your personal defense. If you're worrying about penetration, and I don't want to say over penetration, but you want to make sure you have a round that is likely capable of penetrating barriers, the Glock 20 is that. Three, people like me, Glock enthusiasts, Glock fanboys, firearms enthusiasts. Eventually, I'll own every caliber. So the Glock 20 was pretty popular. Went out, held it. It's my only full-size firearm. I do have a 17 P80. Other than that, this is the one and only full-size firearm, especially one that I would carry. This is it. So me, I'm three. I'm the person that just went and got a 10mm because I knew, the pros and the cons, what I be gaining and what I be losing when I purchased and when I'm carrying it. So yeah, I made that decision. I like it. It's very simple. I don't have any, upgrades on it. Super factory. If you've seen one Glock, they say you've seen them all. So, it looks like all the other ones. This is a Gen 4, so, just the rear serrations here. Left side, pretty much right-handed, slide release only on the Gen 4. And, the standard Glock sights. This is it. So, if you're thinking about, getting a more capable caliber, get a 10mm. If you're thinking about which brand, which manufacturer, get Glock. Affordable, reliable. Just be aware of all of the trade-offs. Be aware, like I was, of the pros and cons of owning and carrying a Glock 20. The trade-offs. 1, more recoil. more recoil means for some slower follow-up shots. So if you're in a situation where you need to make, follow-up shots, then you may be slower to get back on target because there is more recoil. It's a full-size firearm. So if you don't have a strong grip, and if you have hands that are smaller than mine, this might not be it. If you are someone who isn't comfortable gripping a full-size firearm, but you want a Glock 20, that's something that you will have to learn to work with. Just like learning to work with more recoil. It's not impossible. It's doable. You just have to acknowledge it and make the necessary changes. It's going to be heavier. When you put it on, you may feel it. If you start the everyday carry, you might get used to it. But I know for sure if I'm carrying my 9mm on Monday and I decide to carry the 10mm on Tuesday, I'll be like, man, this thing's heavy. I'm aware. So it's something, again, that I'm prepared for. So I make sure I have on the right clothing when I am carrying the 10mm. It's heavier, which means it takes more materials to make the round, which also makes it more expensive. So yes, owning a 10mm is not going to be more expensive than owning any other firearm until you get into the ammo purchase. 10mm per round is going to cost more than 9mm. Now, if you're not willing to train and make sure that you're ready to handle the recoil, if you're not carrying with the proper supporting mods, having a 10mm is not going to benefit you. If you're out and about trying to enjoy your day and you have on loose clothing, not something that's supporting you at the waistband, you'll struggle to carry the firearm comfortably. I would hate for someone to drop a firearm, so I would say make sure that's something that you keep in mind, that you prioritize the right supporting mods, the right holster. And then if you are carrying it and you're not prepared to handle the 10mm, it's not going to do you any good. Then you're just carrying a paperweight. So we're going to get started. Let's get warmed up first. First thing first with it, 9mm. Comparison. First 10mm Glock 20. Nice tempo. It's 10 rounds from the 9mm. Put the target back. Target at 5 yards. That's a warm-up. 5 yards. Take a seat. Not bad for a warm-up. Chest area on the silhouette. Safe. So very obvious. It's 100%. Watch out. Shots. Finish this over around 15 minutes. 5 reps. Shots total. That's where you got. It's just me trying to press out and get on target quick and get 2 rounds off. Right. targets and all. So I think that people might comment, let me know if that's the case or not. But yeah, for the most part on target. Are the results different? Yes. Are they consistent across both firearms? I would say yeah. So now let's get right into it. They call the bill transparent. Simple as that. 6 rounds. 7-yard hits. No timers. I couldn't tell you how fast those shots got up, but we'll get to that one day. Now let's get the 9mm. Let's put the target out. See what it looks like with the 10. Shots. 7 yards, 6 shots. All hits. All hits. Second breath. Go. It's a total of 15 rounds. I'll get 15 rounds. I just remember where it's target. I was saying it's what it is. This is down like you said. Y'all gotta get in the comments, man, and let me know. Shot the Glock 20 right next to the Glock 19. That's 10 mil being compared directly to 9 mil. Get in the comments and let me know, man. You know, feel free to critique my shooting, you know, my grip, whatever it is, man. Love to hear it. I'm trying to get better. You know, I'm trying to share information with y'all while I'm trying to grow and have fun myself. If you haven't yet, make sure you like, share, sub up, turn on noties. We're approaching 1,000 subs. Can't do it without y'all, man. When we get that mark, make sure to do something nice for y'all, man, because like I said, I'm appreciative and I want to show y'all that it's Bo, if you ain't know.